At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A tackle by Cole Holcomb. You look at this Steeler defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That is caught.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Odafe Oweh
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
He gets this one to Johnson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Steelers at 2-13 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Cook running right. Oh, what a move. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Looking to throw, Pickett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. To return, Tariq Woolen. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Open man is Atwell, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2nd down and 4.
Cooper will come in motion right. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Now Pickett.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now a give, running left is Harris.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He'll find Hodgins there complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Hodgins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And complete right side to Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
37-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. And he's is going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper, 45 yards.
And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Flushed out right. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
26 yards on the play there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in cover.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Ravens 34, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just a third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Back to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
46 yards.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Evades the tackler and now some space.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
We have played 3 quarters.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 70 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Complete to Likely. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson.
10-yard line.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
The kick is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off. Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Pickett. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it was.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6. At the 29-yard
Again, it's Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
One final shot for Pickett.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown error on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something